Hello everyone, welcome you again to IT Era. I am Priyanka. In today's session, we are going to discuss some basic C Sharp interview questions and answers, which will be important for those who are preparing for web developer, mobile app developer, or full stack developer. So let's start it and watch this video till the end. Before we started, if you are someone new to this channel and you have not subscribed it, I would like to recommend you to subscribe my channel because we are committed to give better videos which will be helpful to better prepare for your technical interviews and also make clear your conceptual understanding. And also click on a bell icon next to the subscribe which will ensure you will be notified with my new videos every time and you don't miss anything important. Let's begin with the question number 1. So the first question is what are feature of C Sharp? To answer this question, you can say C Sharp is a simple language in the sense that it provides structured approach to break the problem into parts. As C Sharp is a modern programming language, is based upon the current trend and it is very powerful and simple for building scalable, interoperable and robust applications. Also, C Sharp is object oriented programming language that make development and maintenance easier. Another one is a type safe. It can only access memory location that has permission to execute. Therefore, it improves the security of the program. C Sharp is component oriented programming language. It is a software development methodology used to develop more robust and highly scalable applications. As C Sharp provide lot of inbuilt function that makes the development faster. Also, the compilation and execution time of C Sharp language is fast. So this was the some important feature of the C Sharp. Moving to the our next question number 2. What is managed and unmanaged code? Firstly, talking about the managed code, a code which is developed in .NET framework and whose execution is managed by the Common Language Runtime, that is CLR, is known as a managed code. And CLR, who is the responsible to compile managed code into machine code and then execute it. Whereas a code which is developed outside the .NET framework and does not run under the control of CLR is known as unmanaged code. For example, PowerPoint, MS Excel, it doesn't require the CLR. They are under their own environment. Okay, then moving to the next question. Now our question number 3 is how C sharp is differ from C or difference between C and C sharp. Our first difference is C is a structured programming language and suit for a hardware apps, system programming, chip designing and embedded devices. Whereas C sharp is a object oriented programming language majorly suitable for applications and web apps development. Another difference is major data type involved in C sharp is int, float, double, and char. And a major type involved in C sharp are int, float, double, char, also boolean, which is used to handle logical operations. The total number of keywords used in C programming language is 32, and total number of keyword used in a C sharp programming language is 87. And lastly, the execution flow of C program involve top-down mannerism, but C Sharp follows bottom-up program structure for the execution. Okay, that was the differences. Let's move to the question number 4. What is boxing and unboxing? First, talk about the boxing. It convert value into object type. Here, the value stored on a stack copied to the object stored in a heap memory. And boxing is an implicit conversion process. Whereas unboxing convert object type into the value type. Here, object stored on a heap memory copies the value stored on a stack memory. And unboxing is a explicit conversion process. Okay. Then moving to the next question. Question number 6. What is properties in a C sharp? Property in a C sharp is a member of class that provide flexible mechanism for classes to expose private fields. Internally, C sharp properties are special methods called accessors. A C sharp property have two type of accessors: get property accessors and set property accessor. A get property assessors return a property value and set property assessor assign a new value. The value keyword represent a value of property. For your better understanding, I have shared some sample code. Please look at it. Okay, then we will move to the next question. Question number 7. What are type of class in a C sharp? Well, basically we have four type of class. That is abstract class, partial class, sealed class and static class. I'll explain each of them in next questions. Question number 8. What is abstract class? You can answer this question like abstract class is a class which declare abstract. It can have abstract and non-abstract method. Hence, when we have a requirement of a class that contains some common properties or a method and some method with a different implementation for a different class, then we can go for the abstract class because abstract class can provide flexibility to have a certain concrete method as a non-abstract method and some other method as abstract method that derived class should implement. If we use interface, then derived class has to implement all method of interface. But in abstract class, only abstract method needed to be implemented by derived class. So an abstract class is a good choice if we have a plan for further expansion in a project. Another important point about abstract class is it cannot be instantiated, which means if we want to restrict the object creation of a base class, then we should declare it as an abstract class. Sometime interviewer can also ask like how to restrict the class from getting instantiated. So you can answer it by declaring the class as abstract class. We can restrict it by from being instantiated. Okay. Then for your better understanding, I can provide one practical example also where we can see in which scenario we should use abstract class. Consider we have a class with a name employee, which will be inherited by full-time employee class and part-time employee class. So all common field and method of the full-time employee class and part-time employee class are defined or declared in our base class, that is employee class, as it can be inherited by derived class. But this both type of employee salary calculation method will have different implementation. So we can make employee class as an abstract class and calculate salary method as an abstract method. So derived class are forced to provide implementation for calculate salary method, which will be different for the both derived class. In such a way we can use abstract class. I hope you all have understand it. So, with this note, let's move to our next question. That is question number 9. What is partial class? A partial class is a special feature of a C sharp. It provides a special ability to implement the functionality of single class into multiple files. And all these files are combined into single class file when application is compiled. A partial class is created by using partial keyword. This keyword is also used to split the functionality of method, interface, or structure in a multiple files. The important point can be here like when you want to chop the functionality of the class, method, interface into multiple files, then you should use partial keyword. And all the files are mandatory to be availed at the compile time for creating the final file. While creating a partial class, every part of the class defined should be in a same assembly and namespace, but you can use a different file, source file also. Every part of the partial class definition should have the same accessibility as a private or a protected, etc. If any part of the partial class is declared as abstract, sealed, or base, then a whole class is should be declared with the same type. The user is also allowed to use nested partial type. So that's it for the partial class. I hope you all are getting the points which I am trying to make you understand. Okay, then moving to the next question, that is what is sealed class? Sealed class are used to restrict the user from being inherit the class. A class can be sealed by using sealed keyword. The keyword tells the compiler that the class is sealed and therefore cannot be extended. No class can be derived from the sealed class. One of the example of the sealed class is a struct. Okay, I have also provided the syntax for the sealed class. Please have a look at it. Now we will move to the next question. That is the last question of the section. What is static class? Csharp allow to create a static class by using static keyword. A static class can only contain static data member and static methods and static constructor. It is not allowed to create object of the static class. Static classes are sealed, means you cannot inherit a static class from by another class. Now talking about the static data member. As a static class always contains static data member. So static data members are also declared by using static keyword and they are directly accessed by using the class name. This is important to remember. We always access static member by using class name. The memory of a static data member is allocating individually without any relationship with the object. And about static method, you can say static method are declared using static keyword. This method only access static data member. They cannot access non-static data member. Okay, so that's it for the today's session. This was the part 1 for the C Sharp interview questions and answers. Very soon I will come up with new and more interview questions and answer on other topics also. If you like this video and feel that content is helpful, then you can share this video with your friends via Facebook, WhatsApp. Thank you for the listening. Have a great day.